king, hey, hit that like button. It ain't gonna cost you nothing. Also, subscribe to the channel. So look, I'm about to give y'all this video about how me, a couple of my guys, got a price put on our head. You know, it was a choice I made that I wish I would have never made, because it could have ended horribly wrong for everybody involved. So here we go. Alright, so it was one late night, probably by 11, 12, something around that time. Me and my guys, we just kicking back, you know what I'm saying, smoking a blunt, getting high and shit, shooting shit or whatever. So this whole week, you know what I'm saying, we really been like plotting, you know what I'm saying, we've been plotting, because we out here, at this time, you know, we was kind of broke, you know what I'm saying, we had a little shit that, you know, we had little cars and shit like that. Well, I didn't have a car at the time, but my dog had a car at the time. You know, we wanted some bread, man. Like, shit just wasn't going our way, you know. So we been plotting all week, like, we got to get us some money. So this night, we been on here and decided we going to go hit us a lick. So it's me, two of my homeboys. We jump in the car, we go ride. You know, we hitting spots, you know, we going to little bars and shit like that, you know, clubs or whatever. Seeing, you know, we see, you know, a prospect that look, you know, a good prospect, you know, somebody to rob. So come across this one bar, and we see a guy. First we rolled past the bar, we went around the block, we rolled past again, we see a guy coming out by himself, walking to his car. So we pick him. Yeah, we gonna get this guy right here. So we pull up in front of where his truck was parked. We get out the car, we walking up to the guy. He hurries up, jumps in his truck and started up. So when he did that, you know, it foiled our plan. So it was three of us. It's like I ran one way, the other two guys, they ran and jumped in the car. So they run and jump in the car. Meanwhile, I'm on the side of this house, seeing this guy, you know, drive in the direction of where my two homeboys. He's driving towards their car. So they jump in the car, they pulls off, and this guy in this truck that we was trying to rob, this motherfucker is chasing them. So when I see that, I'm like, fuck. I'm out here on my own. So, boom, the guy get to chasing them. They trying to lead this guy, you know, but at the time, my guy, he in a little old school bucket, you know what I mean? And he ain't got a lot of horses on the hood. And meanwhile, this guy's in a nice little, you know, big Suburban, you know, them some fast trucks. So my dogs, they cannot get away from this nigga. This nigga is ramming the back of the car. You know, every time they try to lose him, hit a corner, he right on their ass. He ramming the back of the car, he smashing it all up. So, one of the guys and shit, my homeboy, he tell the other one, hey, get out the way. So he pulls out the gun, he shoots through his back window, shooting at the guy. So he's shooting at the guy, pow, 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 pow. He's shooting at the guy, tearing up his windshield, but he's still on their ass. They can't shake this nigga for shit. So they like, fuck, they trying their hardest to get away. But they can't. This nigga steady ramming the back of their motherfucking car. So he rammed their ass one good time while they was turning the corner, and they end up sliding up and crashing into some shit. So when that happened, they both jump out and they run. They runs away. They get away, come back to the neighborhood. Meanwhile, I'm walking on my way to the neighborhood. Just so happened I didn't even have on a coat. I had on like a little hoodie. Thank God I had on some Timbs, you know, because I had a nice little walk to get back to the neighborhood. So we get back to the neighborhood. That's when they told me about the part that I didn't see, which I just told y'all about the guy ramming the back of the truck. So we are like, damn, let's go back to the car, you know, because, you know, all my guy information is in the motherfucking car. We get back to the car, and what y'all think happened? Yep, all the shit was gone. All his information in his glove box, all that shit was empty. The nigga that was ramming the back of the car that we tried to rob, he done already jumped in there and got all the information up out of there. So he know where my dog live at. And just so happened, my dog had his motherfucking school ID in his glove box. So now he know how my nigga look. He know where this nigga live, he know his name, and he know his face. So now we feeling like, fuck, we in a fucked up situation. So day go by, I'm walking down in my doghouse. I'm seeing two guys that I ain't never seen before, just hanging out at the park. And that's kind of odd because that type of shit don't happen. If a stranger come to our neighborhood, he with somebody that's from our neighborhood. Like strangers just don't come to our neighborhood and chill by themselves. Like that type of shit don't happen. So that was a big red flag. I get down to my doghouse and he tell me that two guys just knocked on his door. His sister answered it, and she told them and that he don't live there. They got the wrong house, and she knew it was something wrong because the two little niggas asked for his full name, his real name, and niggas don't even talk. We don't even call niggas our real name. Everybody got street names, so when they asked for his government name and shit, she knew it was something wrong. That was a red flag. So she told them they got the wrong house. But meanwhile, by the time I get to the house, that had already happened because I still seen the little niggas. They still hanging at the park. So that's what I tell him. Like, yeah, I just seen two little niggas hanging at the park. He like, yeah, that gotta be them. So we like, fuck, We like, okay, we gotta do something. So we like, okay, this what we gonna do. We gonna go ahead and get gripped up. We gonna get strapped up. We gonna stay strapped up, and we gonna keep our heads on the swivel, cause we don't know when this nigga might be trying to come at us. Already, he probably got some. Those two little niggas is, we think them gotta be the niggas that he didn't hire to put the hit down. So we go ahead and get our straps, and we stay on point. Nothing happened. You know what I mean? A couple days go by. Ain't shit really happen, cause my dog, he really staying out of sight, but we out there, you know what I'm saying, we on point, we watching everything. So a few days go by, and my dog homeboy, he goes to visit his cousin. His cousin just so happened to be at one of his friends' house, and his friend is a friend of the guy that we tried to rob. My homeboy brother goes over there and he sees his brother's school ID on the mantelpiece. So he asks his cousin like, what's up with this shit right here? So the dude goes to tell him, yeah, that's the nigga that tried to rob the boss man. It was him and two other niggas tried to rob the boss man. Come to find out, the nigga we tried to rob was like some big time drug dealer and shit. We didn't know who this motherfucker was. We was just, it's some random guy to us, but come to find out, this nigga is a big deal and shit. This nigga got a big bag, he got a lot of money, he got workers, all type of shit going on, you feel me? So they goes and tell my dog brother, yeah, these niggas tried to rob the boss man. It was him and two other niggas and shit. He got some money out on these niggas' head. He talking about, yeah, these niggas come to find out, the boss man done already been robbed. They done tried to rob the boss man a few times. If I'm not mistaken, the night we tried to rob the big dog boss man, nigga, whatever, that was the 8th time that niggas tried to rob him. So I guess that's why he just went into psycho mode and just started trying to run us over and ram in the car and shit like that. So my homeboy brother, he was in the streets too, you know what I'm saying? And when you move in the streets like that, all the big dogs, you know what I'm saying, they tend to know each other or know of each other. So my homeboy brother ends up getting word to the big dog, the nigga that we tried to rob, the nigga that had the money on our head. He ended up getting with him and gets him to, you know what I'm saying, I don't know how he did it, but he ended up getting him to call off the hits on our head. So after he called the hit off on our head, we was straight. We didn't have to really stay clutched up no more like that. But, we still was strapped and still was just, keeping our head on the swivel, because sometimes niggas don't keep their word or whatever. But the big dog that we tried to rob, he gave my homeboy brother his word that he wasn't going to send nobody after us, and he didn't. So we ended up didn't having to do nothing to nobody, and nobody didn't have to do nothing to us. But just that choice, that bad choice that we made to go out hitting licks, trying to rob from motherfuckers, trying to get some quick money, ended up with a bag on our head, and we could have lost our motherfucking life. That's why I stress to y'all to make good choices. Because one bad choice can end a bad motherfucking result. It can end with a bad result. So before you motherfucking act, you need to think. You know what I'm saying? One bad choice could lead to a bad result. Yo, it's Convo with King. Subscribe to the channel. I'm out there, bitch.